Hey guys, today I want to talk a bit about the future of this YouTube channel here and my own future with Blindfolded Speedrunning on Twitch, etc. I let some nice little footage here in the corner there play out and feel free to watch that while listening to me a bit. So, since I recently, after a very long time of practice, finished my Blindfolded SM64 120 star project, I am now looking forward to more and different challenges, of course. And I am definitely not done with Blindfolded Speedrunning. That's the first point I want to clear and specify here. On the contrary, I think this is rather quite like a new beginning for me, since I invested so much time into SM64. I learned so much that I think I can achieve so many great things now in other games too. And yeah, from now on, I definitely want to continue producing high quality blindfolded speedrunning content. That's my main goal. No matter the game, I know that many of my regular viewers came from Super Mario 64 and stayed specifically for SM64 content. But before Mario, I also pretty regularly switched games, so for me this is a quite natural process in order to beat like as many blindfolded speedruns as I can. And yeah, I think it's very important for myself, and it's a very important step to improve myself in my hobby and as myself, kind of, because I learn more and more about blindfolded speedrunning if I try different kinds of challenges, if I challenge myself into new territory that I'm not comfortable with. And if I would just stay and play Super Mario 64 for the rest of my life, for the coming years, then of course, like, I could improve inside that game and inside that little bubble that exists in Super Mario 64, but I don't see the end goal being that for myself. I want to, I set some goals with myself that I want to reach, and for me, this self-improvement is very important, and I don't think just with SM64 I could achieve that. So that definitely doesn't mean, I want to also clarify that doesn't mean that I want to quit SM64 entirely. Definitely not. I will continue 100% to produce content with Super Mario 64. Now, especially with 120 star done, I can focus on other categories, new challenge runs that I have already started routing, like all signs, all warps, all these kind of misc fun categories. I have all these kind of little projects, IL grinds, single stars like pillarless, etc. Getting faster times, noting down a sheet with like all the best blindfolded times in each star. ROM hacks, I don't know, there are so many things to do with SM64. I'm definitely not done with that. So what my plan is for the future is that I will most likely dedicate 1 or 2 days of my streaming week specifically to Super Mario 64. And that day I will always, just play SM64 related things in terms of blindfolded probably. And the rest of the week I will branch out to my new projects that you might or might not have seen in the new project announcement that I made for 2022 and 2023. As you can see, I have so many projects going on that I would never have the time in my life to finish all of them if I don't keep starting and actually pursuing them. So the rest of the week I will probably jump into these other projects and then dedicate 1 or 2 days to Mario. And yeah, what I really want to achieve with YouTube especially in the future is that I want to create this bridge between new as well as long-time fans of blindfolded speedrunning, that the connection between these fans and speed games that they probably have never seen before and don't know much about. So let's for example say I have many viewers that come specifically from Super Mario 64, right? They are interested in that game. They are interested especially if they watch me, I guess, in the Blindfolded Speedrun. Now, if I would start a project like Ocarina of Time again, I want to close the gap of like unknown things for the SM64 community so that they can equally enjoy new things like Ocarina of Time. I want to create I have like some ideas for that, how to do this, but I want to show the world like the cool sides of the very specific blindfolded implications of a game, because the games are so different, right? Ocarina of Time is like an RPG, it has very different movement controls, it has very different setups, etc. But that doesn't mean that it's like less interesting, especially in blindfolded. I think every single game that we can blindfold has like its own charm in strats and strategies. So my plan is here, I have a few ideas what I want to do in the future now. First of all, number one is I want to start, whenever I start a new project, I want to start producing a little YouTube video series called like Introduction to the Run and Speedrun Analysis. So let's again suppose the example of Ocarina of Time. I start routing it now on stream, for example, and what I will do is I will create a little video which should hopefully not be too long and explain the basic concept of the game, what is special in blindfolded, what to look out for in the run, what is like the route, what does the route look like, all these kind of little things that you would not grasp from just looking at footage. I want to explain a bit more, like as an introduction, that some potentially new viewers can follow along this whole routing process and enjoy it all way better. I will also want to make like short descriptions and showcases of all the little sections of a game. So let's speak in SM64 quickly. I would do a little description of every stage, for example, like Worms has so many stars, these stars are difficult, why are they difficult, and so on. Like, what I really want to focus on this kind of like educational content, if you know what I mean. So I will very likely soon release one of those videos, and it will be a learning process for me too, because I need to first learn how to adapt to this kind of video style, but I think it will be great to learn. Then, second of all, I want to share in general just more content about my new games with everyone. So I want to just post more videos about like single skips, interesting tech, cool new routes, ideas, and really anything I can find that I think is worth sharing, even if the videos will be like shorter a bit. This was kind of what I tested in the last few weeks with, for example, the new iRock strat that I developed in Super Mario 64, or when I posted the video about the new DDD 100 coin route. Like these kind of little things, I think if I keep posting these little routing ideas of the process, it is like better manageable for people to grasp and understand the full game after all. And I think it's just nice for also other people who might be interested in blindfolded, so I think it's a good win-win situation. And yeah, with that comes also, like, as I said, generally more content that I want to produce, like highlights, little segments of various games, YouTube shorts, polls. I want to engage more into YouTube, kind of, with like even shorter and smaller things. And I do this to really spread the word about blindfolded speedrunning, and I think YouTube is a very good place for that if you put in the work. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. And I want to, number 4 is that I want to keep like a consistent upload schedule. I have been already kind of doing that, but I want to really stick to it, so that I, for example, upload every Wednesday and Saturday at a specific time, and that my viewers can expect when a new video drops. I don't want to spam my subscribers with like content, so I will not upload a YouTube short every day. I don't want to do that. So I will think about this still, more details will follow, but I really hope that these ideas can in the future give more interested people like an insight to blindfolded speedrunning. That's really what I want. And maybe even encourage them to try something themselves. I heard already from a few of my viewers that they tried a single level, or some of them even finished a whole run, and that makes me really happy. I really think this is an amazing hobby. It really can help you grow as a person, and as it's video games, it's fun, it's really nice. So, and even if not these noble goals, honestly, we don't need to talk super crazy here, let's be realistic. Even if it's just for good content, if I can entertain someone with my blindfolded speedrun for 5 or 10 minutes, I'm perfectly happy with that. So yeah, these are kind of my plans, and I really want to first of all thank you all for sticking around me for so long with the recent big 120 project. It has been so long. It has become such a big part of my life, this whole Super Mario 64 journey. I went to many marathons with it. I grew a lot on Twitch because of it, and I am extremely happy that it happened, that I could have this experience. But at the same time, like especially at the end, the 120 star grind was also extremely stressful, and I literally had to put so many other things of my life aside because my brain was just fully occupied with practice, 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 and practice more. So I am really happy to say goodbye to that project now, and it will be the start, as I said in the beginning, it will be the start of something new and something big. I definitely am not done. So stay tuned for more and amazing content if you'd like. Definitely keep liking and commenting the videos. It really helps me out. The algorithms, you know how it goes. Don't know how it is really, but no, especially in comments, I really like to engage with you. As I always say, I like to answer questions, etc. So whenever you have any question to me, just write a comment. Really, let's be just chill about it. Besides that, if by any chance you want to support me in this whole speedrunning career and journey that I am walking since 2017, definitely consider supporting me on any platform that I have. Twitch, YouTube. You can, if you want to support me money-wise, a straight-out donation is extremely appreciated. It always goes into streaming equipment or a new capture card, new games, etc. Controllers, I spend so much money on controllers. And if you have not seen or heard about it, I have a Patreon too, where I offer, for example, blindfolded speedrun lessons or suggestions for video ideas or games that I should blindfold. So if you have a childhood game that you would really like to see blindfolded, we can arrange that for sure, and it helps me. It gives you some nice content, I hope. So definitely check out my Patreon too. I think there are some interesting perks, and it really helps me out. I just really want to thank you all for this kind of support. You can find all the links in the description, of course. They are all linked there, and yeah, I hope to see you guys soon with some new and amazing content in YouTube and Twitch. So big love to you all. Thank you so incredibly much. And yeah, that's it. That's it from me today. Thank you so much for listening to me talking for so long. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope it didn't get boring with the footage there. And see you around the next time. Thank you guys. Bye bye. Have a good one. Hey, if you like this video, please consider supporting me over at Patreon. I have many cool perks about blindfolded gaming that you might be interested in. This video was sponsored by VR4300, ZXMany, Funkylicious, Boris, Bob Farrell, Benlitz, Nex, and many more. Thank you so much for all the support.